Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
But what is it that stops us from not only finding our purpose or our passion or the thing that we've come here to do, but what stops us from even trying to seek it in the first place? Why is it that so many of us are content to play small or to live out someone else's idea of what they think our life should be? And why is it that we're afraid to even try to find it? I think it comes down to one primary reason. We don't want to fail. We don't want to risk being wrong or looking foolish or having somebody else think less of us. And most of all, I think we will do just about anything to avoid the internalized shame we feel when we think we've messed something up. Many of us believe that we have to be complete masters of a skill or a task or some kind of ability before we even attempt it, before we even let ourselves think it's possible to work in one of those areas that we are so passionate about. We are so afraid of failure, we won't even try in the first place. This week we're going to take a look at some of these ideas around failure and see if we can find the gifts that are buried within them. I have really come to realize over the years that no matter what the challenge is, there is something in it for me to know that is for the evolution of my soul. Another author that I frequently read is Richard Rohr. He has a great book called Falling Upward: Spirituality for the Second Half of Life. And in there, Richard says this about life and failing. He says, life, if we are honest about it, is made up of many failings and fallings, amidst all of our hopeful growing and achieving. Those failings and fallings must be there for a purpose. Life is about failing and falling, and all of this failing and falling is here for a purpose. We can look at failure and the mistakes that we've made in two different ways. We can allow the shame we feel over this perceived mistake to take us down a spiral of self-blame, self-doubt, and live our lives from that place. Or we can use it as a lesson, a place to start anew. It can become a place of empowerment, a place where we launch ourselves into our greater yet to be. Richard goes on to say, we grow spiritually much more by doing it wrong than doing it right.
Keeping it real with Reverend Laura.